Welcome to the Human Nature Channel. I'm your host, mtamsula, also known as Daddy Baby on Twitter. And what am I doing here? Well, it's Tuesday night once again here in my dad's fully vaccinated farm garage. My 93-year-old father has always been big on getting the shot. He got his last March. If Dad was going to take the risk, I was going to take the risk. That was the bottom line with me. So yesterday, me and the cleanup man got our scheduled vaccinations at a hospital. Which vaccine did we get, you might ask? Was it the Moderna vaccine? Was it the Pfizer vaccine? Was it the J&J? We got the Get the Walking Talking Human Encyclopedia Off Our Shit About Not Being Vaccinated Yet vaccine. Last week I got a phone call from the cleanup man. I'm there, what's up? He's there. Do you know what the Walking Talking Human Encyclopedia did? And I'm like, what did he do? Well, he called me earlier, and he's there, how come you're not vaccinated yet? Don't you know you can go up in the Swiss Vale and get vaccinated today? And I told him, I thought you knew Alex scheduled a shot for the both of us last week, and they told him we gotta wait 2 weeks and we get it next week. I said to him, how? Really? You know, that's funny. Because I just got off the phone with him. And you know what he said to me? What? He said, how come you're not vaccinated yet? Don't you know you can go up in the Swiss Vale and get vaccinated today? And I told him, I thought you knew that I had scheduled a shot for me and the cleanup man last week, and they told us we got to wait 2 weeks and we get it next week. And you know what else I told him? What? Said the cleanup man. I said, you're breaking up. And the cleanup man said, good one. So anyway, we're in the hospital, and we go into this big room. And the first half of the room is where you get the shot. There are chairs in a row, and the cleanup man sits in the chair in front of us, and I walk around, and I sit in the chair behind him. And the nurse says to me, have you ever had a flu shot before? And I said no. And she looked at me like I was Bigfoot. Like, I didn't know your kind existed. Well, I'm not about to explain to her that being a writer turns you into a semi-recluse, whether you like it or not. I'm not around a lot of people. I haven't had the flu in 20 years. But anyway, I'm sitting there and I get the shot. Hardly felt a thing. And I stand up and says, okay, you see those chairs over there? I'm like, yeah. In each one of those chairs, there'll be an egg timer, right? So, you know, go have a seat and take that timer and set it for 15 minutes. We want you to sit there for 15 minutes so we can observe you and see if there's any adverse effects. I'm like, okay, and I'm looking at the cleanup man. He's like, okay, all right. So, I set it for 15 minutes. And so did I experience any adverse effects, you might ask? Well, suddenly I wanted to steal this timer, right? It's like, man, it's this red egg timer. Ooh, it's got a magnet on the back, and it would look really nice on the side of my new refrigerator. And, ooh, this plastic stand comes out, and you can put it in front of you and just, like, watch the numbers go. But even a chair that's empty has one of those timers in it. And if I left and there wasn't a timer in my chair, that knows me. Huh. And then Dr. Jekyll returns and says, yes, and it would be wrong. Oh, okay, so I snapped out of it. And 15 minutes were up. Me and the cleanup man left the hospital, went to the garage, got in my car, drove out onto the business highway. I did gun it through a yellow light saying, out of the way, we're vaccinated. And then Dr. Jekyll returns and says, yes, but you do know yellow means caution, don't you? And I'm like, oh, all right, I'm back. Anything else? Yeah, lamest buzz ever. Whew. Authoritarianism came in under the cover of COVID. Someday COVID will be gone, and the authoritarianism will remain. In some ways, it doesn't matter if COVID was a bioweapon or a nasty bug out of nature. The authoritarians took advantage of the situation, and they'll stay in place unless we say, this isn't over. I was talking with the Walking Talking Human Encyclopedia, actually yesterday, stopped by yesterday, and he was telling me about Krispy Kreme has an offer that if you show them your vaccination card, you can get a Krispy Kreme donut. And he's got this huge smile on his face because he thinks we should all be vaccinated. And I have been thinking about this, and I actually saw somebody on Twitter come to the same conclusion. I'm like, what happened to medical privacy? What happened to HIPAA? There was a time in the past when medical information was secret, right? Treatments for anything, it fell under that law. But now, for a Krispy Kreme donut, people are like, oh, I waive my right to privacy. Hey, here you go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we live in bullshit world. So, later yesterday, I called up the cleanup man. I says, hey, how you feeling? And he's like, well, where I got the injection, it's red and it's swollen and my arm's a little bit stiff. How about you? And I said, not at first, but after I jabbed it with my thumb 50 times, it got red and swollen and now my arm's stiff. And he's there, good. That means it's working. Race you back to my apartment. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. Starless. Call the cats. Jamming me, 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 doo-doo-doo. You got me doo-doo-doo in a corner, doo-doo-doo. Got me doo-doo-doo against the wall, doo-doo-doo. I got no doo-doo-doo where to go, doo-doo-doo. I got no doo-doo-doo where to fall, doo-doo-doo. Take back doo-doo-doo your insurance, baby. Nothing doo-doo-doo is guaranteed. Doo-doo-doo. Take back your acid rain, baby. Let your TV bleed. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. You're jamming me. Doo-doo-doo. You're jamming me. Quit jamming me. Doo-doo-doo. Baby, you can keep me painted in a corner, you can look away. It's not over. Take back your anguish slander. Take back your pension plan. Take back your ups and downs of your life in raising land. Take back Vanessa Redgrave. Take back Joe Piscopo. Take back Eddie Murphy. Give them all some place to go. You're jamming me. You're jamming me. Quit jamming me, baby, you can keep me painted in a corner, you can look away, it's not over, take back your Iranian torture, and the apple in young Steve's eye, yeah, take back your lows and streak, yeah. Check your front wheel drive, you're jamming me, you're jamming me, quit jamming me, take back Pasadena, take back El Salvador, take back that country club, building right outside my door, you're jamming me, you're jamming me, you're jamming me, baby you can keep me painted in a corner, you can look away, it's not over, you're jamming me, you're jamming me. Woo. Jammin' Me by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Have a good one.
I want my money.
Would you like to see something really scary? Watch this. There's no escape. There's no escape.